All right, two things with my cell phone recently. Before I reveal, I'm just going to ask you guys, Froggy, Fester, Roxanne, Andrew, have any of you guys experienced any activity on your cell phone lately of note?
A lot more telemarketing calls.
Okay. That is one. Now, they dropped off for a long time. I was not getting any of the spam telemarketing calls. Just, it completely stopped.
Well, my carrier labels them potential spam,
Right.
So I know not to pick it up.
Again, I get, are you Verizon?
I am?
Yeah, so we're both Verizon. So I do get some of these potential spams.
Not all of them say it, though.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
But a bunch of them are getting through. And the ones that are getting through, it's this whole COVID-related employee retention deal. You could get $26,000 per employee. And, those TV commercials are all over TV. Innovative refunds, this, that. There are like 5 different commercials running. All these companies that are like, hey, if you've got a business with at least 5 employees or whatever the hell the criteria was, that if you retain them during COVID, then you could get $26,000. Hey, the average refund, the average amount that businesses are getting are over $200,000. Where's this money coming from?
Yeah.
I just dropped off a check to the IRS at the post office yesterday.
You're paying for it.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, where's this money coming from? So the commercials are all over TV, and now I'm getting these phone calls, and if I don't recognize the number, I don't pick up. It goes to voicemail, and it's like this automated, it's a voice, it's a message, and they're trying to make it sound like it's a real person, but it's a recording. It's like, hey, it's Jessica again. I just wanted to get back to you about the employee retention money, and I want to remind you could get up to, and it's a recording, but they're trying to fool you to make it sound like it's a real person, and it's not a recording. So I'm getting blasted. It's like every day I'm getting these calls, and those are unsolicited calls. I mean, they're subject to, what is it, thousands of dollars of fines per phone call per individual. So I don't know if people are identifying them and if folks are going after them. So that's number one. The other, are you guys getting anything else on your cell phones of note lately?
Yes.
What?
Netflix is canceling Netflix password, or no, what is it? I get messages from Netflix all the time. They're suspending my account.
All right, but it's not really Netflix.
Right.
You're
Not.
getting a phishing scam. All right, that's not what I'm getting. I'm getting quick text messages like, "Hey, how you doing?"
You're hoping you reply back to
Yeah,
engage you?
so what's the game there? So here's one from yesterday. Let me go to my text. And it was just like, hey, like I'm going to respond. I don't know who the hell you are. Hey.
Yeah, I've gotten a few of those.
But I'm getting a lot of these all of a sudden.
And it comes from a real 10-digit number.
Yeah.
Why don't you say, hey, hay's for horses?
No, I'm not responding.
Dude, I know a guy who says that, and he's such a tool.
I'm not responding. But what I'd like to know, do we have any listeners that are responding to these out of nowhere texts from numbers that you don't know who they are? I'd like to hear from people that are getting these messages, and have you responded? And then where does this lead? What is the game? What are they trying to extract from you? 800-990-1047. So I've had a series of these. Hey, what are you doing? One yesterday was just, hey. Then another one is, how are you? I've gotten like all of these in the last week, but it's been happening for a couple of weeks now. If you've gotten these messages and you responded back, what happened next? What's the trick here? What's the gimmick? What's the ruse? What's the game? What's the wambuki? Buzz us up. Let us know. 800-990-1047.
I mean, they're obviously trying to get you to reply back.
Yeah.
But what would that do if you just replied?
Well, that's the
And
question.
then it's like, hey, then are you selling your property, or do you need a service or something?
But also, similar things like on social media. I'm getting a ton of these, for instance, on Instagram. And it's like some attractive woman with like 3 or 4 like suggestive pictures or poses.
Right.
And they'll slip into my DM, and it's like, hey, and sometimes they'll even comment on things in my posts. Like
Yeah.
I had like, for whatever reason, there's a whole run. There's a whole run of like, it's like women from Singapore. And I'm getting like on social media, on Instagram, there's like this very hot, attractive Asian woman. And it looks like she's in Singapore. And she's got all these pictures of her with luxury goods, like with Chanel purses, Louis Vuitton purses, eating like at expensive restaurants. And then that account slips into my DM and it's like, oh, I saw the picture of your dog. It's so cute. What's his name? I'm like, what the heck? What are you contacting me for? Or then I'll get, hey, I'm looking for a serious relationship. And, then they say, hey, hit me up on my WhatsApp. Have you gotten these things? It's like, hit me up on my WhatsApp. So a couple of like scams. So texting and then the social media things. So what's going on? All right, Grant is in St. Pete. Phone's loaded here, by the way. Every line just lit up. If you want to try to get in when a line opens, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. All right, Grant, it says on my screen you can explain the text out of nowhere, hey, what's going on scam.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's, oh, I thought I knew you, and then you go back and forth, and then they always want to switch it over to the WhatsApp. I don't know why, but they prefer WhatsApp. And then it turns into a cryptocurrency. Hey, I've got this great investment. But, they send you the picture of the nice-looking Asian. It's always a hot Asian chick.
Yeah, I've noticed that a lot lately. Like,
that really works.
That
really works for me.
Smoking hot Asian babes. Yep.
Yeah. I play along with I like this, try to scam scammers. I'm the guy that sends the hairy ass picture for the Western Union.
So you're saying Grant, that a lot of these go back to some kind of crypto deal.
It is. It always seems to be the crypto thing. Oh, I got to see my uncle this afternoon, so I'm going to be late in contacting.
So the hot Asian pics that I'm getting in my DMs or the messages that then I can see came from a hot Asian babe's account, that's all crypto as well?
Yep.
All right, buddy. Thanks for the call. Logan is in Tampa. Hello, Logan. You're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hello, crew. So mine started off with something like they sent me a text message, and they said something like, oh, well, I forget, this package hasn't been sent, and I never received, and it said it was delivered. And then I was like, well, I never sent a package, so where's this coming from? And then it just went dead silence for one whole week. And then she comes back and says, oh, well, besides that, can we get to know each other?
Oh, yeah.
And then she sends a photo of her, and then it's like some Chinese woman, and I'm like, what is going on? It didn't go to WhatsApp, but I mean, she was just started off from one thing and led to another. So
yeah, then they're going to probably try to milk you out of money or something. Logan, thanks for the call. Shannon is in Tampa. Hey, Shannon, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Yes, hi.
Hi there.
I get a lot of ones from Facebook Messenger, and it just so happens previously before I got the message that there was a video of us doing karaoke, and then the next day I get a message, hey, is this you in the video? And I clicked on it, and of course it was a scam, so then I got blocked from Facebook and had to prove it was me.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
I get a lot of those.
Yeah, so again, the rackets, there's always some kind of new invention. So I just mentioned the text racket, and also I'm getting the social media racket. But according to Grant, it all goes back to like some kind of a crypto scam. Thank you, Shannon. Have a great day. Let's grab Mike in Clearwater. Mike, MJ Morning Show, you're up. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Go ahead.
I get the message that says, how you doing, or hi there.
Yep.
And then I was right back, who is this? Like, I lost their number or something. And then they write back and say, can I have a picture? And then they send a picture of themselves, and it's a hot Asian girl.
Yep.
And then I mess with them, and I'll send them a picture of, like, Nicolas Cage headshot. And then they write back, and then they just stop writing me, and I just figure that it's going to be some kind of dating thing. But it could be crypto, like Grant said.
Yeah.
But it usually stops when I send them the Nicolas Cage picture. but I've been getting them for like 3 weeks.
Or you send him the picture of that big fat guy in like the Monty Python movie where he blows up after eating just one after dinner mint.
Yes.
Waffle thin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't eat one more bit.
Thank you, Mike. Have a great one. Amanda's in Wesley Chapel. Hey, Amanda.
Hey, how are ya?
We're well. Go ahead.
So I get the same exact thing. However, I don't get a hot Asian picture. What I have been getting, though, is an American soldier. He's a veteran, and he's holding his guns, and he's, trying to get my attention. And I usually send back, like, a picture of a horse's ass or something, something great like that.
I send back a little picture of a gerbil wang.
Ooh.
It's all the same. And, once they see that you're not, reeling into their game, they usually move on.
Yeah, it's probably it's a game of numbers. They send out thousands of these things. It's probably automated. So a computer sends out tens of thousands of these. And if they get 3 or 4 suckers a day out of 10,000, it can pay off. Amanda, thanks for the call. John is in Dover. I wish we'd have Ben from Dover.
I mean,
Yeah. Hey, John in Dover. Go ahead, John.
How you doing, buddy?
Yes.
Long-time listener ever since it was MJ and BJ. You guys are amazing.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
So I actually got this one not that long ago, and me and my wife, we kind of had fun with it for a little bit until they started acting like they got mad. And somehow, I don't know if they went on one of my other social medias and pulled a picture of me, but they sent me a picture of my dog, and then they started acting like, oh, I know who you are, and this, that, and the other. And it got a little heated. And then when I finally said, look, I acted as if I was a cop or, trying to scare them or whatever, all of a sudden the number went dead.
Yeah. Hey, and by the way, don't get caught impersonating an officer.
Yeah, easy on that, okay?
Yeah, definitely, I understand that.
Right. You don't have a blue light on your dashboard, do you?
No.
Right.
Or purple and orange.
All right, just checking out. Hey, John, thanks for the call.
All right, buddy. You guys be safe.
You too. Have a great day.
Cop impersonator.
Hey, Andrew, the 3 that are on hold, and I got to move on. Quickly, Marco, Apollo Beach. Hey, Marco, MJ Morning Show. You're on.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey.
I've been getting lately, this kind of frequently, texts from something like, for example, hi, this is Emily. We met at the park. And I'm like, what? And then all of a sudden, I'm like, I don't know who you are. It's like, oh, my God, my secretary must have sent the text to the wrong person. And I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. Then all of a sudden, but still, how are you? You sound like a kind man.
Oh, yeah.
And then from that point on, it's like, can we meet? What is your name? And that's it. I'm like, oh, Lord, scam.
Yeah, and then they're going to hit you up for money. Thank you, Marco.
I mean, you do sound like a kind man, Marco.
AJ in West Chase. Hello, AJ.
Hey, MJ, how's it going there?
Going well.
So, I host a podcast, and this is one of the topics I want to talk about. I got text message. There's a regular text message on the iMessage saying, hey, Amanda, whatever the girl's name was, you didn't call me back. You changed my number. Well, I responded back, I'm sorry, I'm not Amanda. I said, enjoy your day. Well, then she says, well, then, you seem like a nice guy. My name is Sally, whatever her name is.
Yeah, they're fishing, and then they try to flip it around and then hook you. Yep.
Right.
AJ, are we on your podcast right now? Did you say you host a podcast?
You're not. No, unfortunately not right now. I'm not recording right now. I'm just listening to the show, getting ready for work.
Yeah, but AJ would love to have Roxanne as a guest.
A friend of mine, Chapel, got the same thing, but he took the conversation further, and they start giving him links. So it's a phishing scam, maybe malware. They want you to click on here.
And next thing you know, they're taking over your banking apps and draining your bank account. Yeah.
Exactly. So, it's everybody, like everybody said in your show so far.
AJ, thanks for the call. Last call, we got to move on. Jayla is in Lakeland. Hey, Jayla.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
Mine's not a text message. I've been getting from like McHappy and Geek Squad, but I get an email of a receipt where they charged my account for $400 and something.
Yeah, that's an old scam where you get an invoice, you get an email, you get a text.
Yeah.
That the charge was just approved for $500, and then you freak out. Then you click on links. Next thing you know, they get all kinds of spyware, malware. They're ripping you off. Yeah. Yeah.
I replied and I said, "Screw you." And I thought that was it. I didn't click on nothing, but that was new to me. I've never really received those kind before.
Yeah, I've seen those for years. At least 10 years. You get like bogus invoices. You're like, or, your credit card payment of $597.12 has just been approved for Best Buy. And then you're like, oh my God, I didn't do it. And then there are links. You click on this. Next thing you know, you're in life takeover hell. So, Jayla, thanks, Jayla.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Have a great one.